This is
Make It Plain.
MIP
With Masamela Matfumo.
Mark Thompson. Get woke.
How important is it that we elect three black? How important is it that we elect three black governors?
I mean, we need these incredible civil rights leaders and activists and organizers who've been there in their communities, who understand within their own homes a lot of the issues that so many people grapple with. We're going to bring that level of humanity and discipline and fortitude and passion to our political landscape that's just critically been missing. And so it's beyond even the fact that they're black, but even so powerful that they are.
How important is it that we elect three black governors?
That's Rosario Dawson from this weekend. Had a chance to speak with her at a rally for Ben Jealous, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, the people you meet outdoors come in all shapes and sizes. You got hikers and bikers, thrill seekers and tailgaters, pop-up campers and Class A glampers. But no matter what draws you outside, we've all got something in common: a love for the great outdoors and a love for great TV. At Dish, we hear you. That's why our portable satellite antennas go wherever you go. Catch up on live news, sports, and locals, all in HD, anywhere in the continental United States. Plus, only Dish has pay-as-you-go programming with no contracts or credit checks required. Just activate your TV before you hit the road, then pause it when you're done. The Dish Tailgater and Dish Playmaker are fully automated and work without Wi-Fi. They're so lightweight and compact, you can take them anywhere. So call 1-833-TV for RV or visit dishoutdoors.com today. There's 183-TV for RV for TV. It's flexible as your travel plans. Dish, tune in to you. Restrictions apply. Call or go online for details. All right. 866-99-SIRIUS, 866-997-4748. Joining us now, Dr. Michael Fontroy, Acting Director of the Ronald W. Walter Center for Leadership and Policy. They're doing some very important work today. Michael, man, long time. How are you, my brother?
It's been too long. It's good to talk to you, man.
Yeah, man. So congratulations on your work with the Dr. Walter Center. You know, he was a mentor of yours and mine.
Absolutely. He was a legend.
Yes, sir.
And I'm happy to fill in on this position. It's very important. We're doing a really big event next week called Sisters in the Struggle, Black Women in the 2018 Elections. Nia Malika Henderson from CNN is going to moderate a discussion with some of our faculty members. It's open to the public. It's going to be great.
Outstanding, my friend. So tell us, you all are doing something today, as a matter of fact, an election command center, right?
Yes. We are working with the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation. We are staffing a large room on campus with political professionals, communications people, students. We are in communication with our people all around the country in the battleground states to be on the lookout for voter suppression and other issues that negatively impact our people, with the expectation that once we get that, we can turn it around to large media organizations and draw some attention to what's going on. As you know, Mark, it's one thing to have democracy. It's another thing to go vote. It's another thing. It's something else altogether to actually have those votes appropriately counted, and we want to make sure that everybody who votes does, in fact, have their vote counted.
So in terms of this, is this a place where people are having issues or problems or discrepancies that they can reach out?
Yes, we have people at the center who are in contact with people around the country, and there'll be conversations between those two places. So we'll have people in Georgia and in Florida and in Maryland, for example, and other places around the country who are there to receive reports. They will send those reports to us, and then we will disseminate them as appropriate.
All right. So, folks, this is very, very important, and we know we actually had Melanie on yesterday from Florida. They've been doing great work, the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation. Very important work throughout all of this. Should we be concerned, Dr. Michael Fontroy, about a lot of funny business today, or we've not gotten really past that, have we?
Well, I actually think in some ways we should be more concerned about it now than we were 10, 15, 20 years ago. And that's largely because of the impact of technology. If you go cast a paper ballot, you can see who you vote for, notwithstanding the problems in 2000 with the butterfly ballots in Florida. But if you go cast a ballot on a computer, you actually are a bit more susceptible. And so I'm concerned in that regard. We've heard some stories, and we don't yet know how true it is, that some people go in Florida to go cast a vote for Beto, and it turns out to be a vote for Ted Cruz. And we've heard similar stories around the country. And so I'm actually concerned about that. I actually believe that regardless of the system in which you vote, you should get a receipt just like you would at the store, itemizing the people for whom you voted. And that's one way to provide some backup for what people are doing on Election Day.
Absolutely. So, folks, an election command center. So is there a number for people to call if they have any issues where they can get in touch with your command center?
Yes. So there are a couple of numbers. The most important one is just give me a second here and I can pull it up for you. We have the Walters Center number, which is 202-865-5737.
Mm-hmm.
Is the primary conduit through which we can receive calls on whatever's going on around the country.
Okay.
We also have a Facebook page, and the National Coalition is certainly someone you can contact directly as well.
Folks, this is great news, and we're at a place now where there's going to be a lot more monitoring that's going on finally, and for a change, and we definitely need that. So Michael, you're the acting director, and of course the Ron Walter Center folk was founded after his untimely transition. You're the acting director. How are things going at the Ron Walter Center?
Well, things are going great. We've been very active this year. I'm the acting director, and I've promised to act, and we're scheduling a bunch of public events that we hope will raise the attention of some really important issues in our community. We have some book talks scheduled in January and February around felon disenfranchisement and prisoner reentry and the policies around that. As you know, that's an under-examined issue, and we want to make sure we get good information out to people. And so we are looking forward to being engaged in helping get out the word to people without regard to color that there's some important issues that we need to all come to grips with. And by the way, there is with what appears to be the likelihood that the House of Representatives is going to switch control, that provides an opportunity to put an agenda on the table that has to be addressed, and we want to play a role in that too.
Amen. Folks, again, the Ron Walters Center, they're an election command center there. And honestly, I'm sure that's something Dr. Walters would have been a part of and would want to be a part of, as a matter of fact. Amen?
Yeah, no question.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of a better person to be at the helm there of the Walters Center. Again, you're someone who he also had a great deal of regard for and helped to inspire and bring you along as well, my brother.
Hey man, listen, I'm a college professor in large measure because of the exposure I had to him and the ability to marry scholarship and activism for the liberation of good people around the country.
Amen. Our good friend Michael Fauntleroy. Love you, Michael. Let's stay in closer touch, man. It's been too long.
No question. Thank you.
Yeah, let's definitely do that. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, my brother. Michael
Right,
Fauntleroy joining us, folks, from Washington, D.C. at the Ron Walters Center. Joining us, we heard a little bit of our conversation with him over the weekend. He's back with us again. This is Election Day. Ben Jealous. Ben, good morning, man. How are you? Do we have him? Okay. Well, Ben, can you hear me?
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. There you go.
All right.
How are you, man?
Good morning, man. I'm good. We feel good. And this weekend, we made almost 500,000 calls in 2 days, and the push, and that's just all volunteers. It's all volunteers on the phones. 500,000 calls in 2 days, and we just kept pushing tomorrow, kept pushing today. If turnout is up here like it was during early vote, then we are on track to win. So that's our big prayer today, is that everybody turns out to vote, and we just keep the momentum going.
And just keep it going. Ben, I had when I was there with you on Saturday, I actually spoke to Ben Cardin while you were there, and I wanted to share with you what he has. Here's Senator Ben Cardin, ladies and gentlemen. Take a listen if you would.
An adjustment. We need to have a check on this president, and I'm optimistic Tuesday's going to give us that result.
He's really been putting a lot of negativity out there, hasn't he? How do Marylanders feel about that with what happened in Louisville, the bomber, the synagogue? It's been pretty bad.
I think Marylanders and Americans understand what this president's doing. There's no place for hate in America. This president's stoking fear that leads to hate and violence. And I think Americans understand that. I think Marylanders understand it. It has no place in American politics and no place in our community.
So your race is pretty much not contested, I guess, and you'll be reelected. Ben is going up against a governor that's, I guess, somewhat popular. Seems to me if Marylanders just turn out, Senator, and vote the Democratic ticket, Ben should be the next governor of Maryland.
Oh, absolutely. The blue wave, we hope, will be enough for Vangelis to win. We have a major advantage, Democrats. I think Democrats understand, I think all Marylanders understand that Republicans aren't going to stand up to this president. We need the check and balance, whether it's in Washington or Annapolis.
Yeah, indeed. The House looks pretty good. What about the Senate? Think we still might have a shot?
It's a narrow path, but one on which we're working hard to see whether it can happen. We're going to work as hard as we can.
Yeah. Always like to remind people, Senator Cardin, when we were fighting for D.C. statehood, he was a Maryland representative who voted for D.C. statehood. And everybody wasn't ready to do that then, but Ben Cardin was. We appreciate you as always,
Good
man.
to be with you.
Thank you, man. Good to see you, Ben. All right. Ben Cardin says, this is yours, Ben. Ben Jealous. Both you Bens.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, folks got to turn out. We can't take anything for granted. We cannot take anything for granted. And I'm proud of the volunteers all across our state who've been doing an incredible job. And just put that 500,000 phone calls in perspective. The weekend before, it was 100,000. And we were celebrating that in 2 days. And then the next weekend, it was 500,000.
Wow.
So, so I mean, folks have really been giving this their all. And we keep doing that for the next 13 hours. You'll be talking to the next governor of our beautiful state. I got to say, though, Mark, being on the phone with you and listening to the presentation from the Walters Center really took me back.
Yeah.
25 years ago, Bill Clinton had just become president, really with a boost from Jesse Jackson's army of activists.
That's right.
You and I were both part of that army, and our most brilliant strategist was Ron Walters. And a young man named Derek Johnson, who's now the national president of the NAACP, took a young woman named Stacey Abrams and myself to meet his hero, Ron Walters. And we sat in Dr. Walters' office at Howard University, and he did what Ron Walters always did. He listened to us, and then he said, "You guys have to aim high. Your generation doesn't have any limitations. You need to do as Mandela did and get ready to govern." And he was probably the first person, I think, incredible to really lay it out that plainly. I was blessed to be trained by one of the other political scientists helping to guide Jesse Jackson, Chuck Hamilton, in college, and he taught me a lot. But Dr. Walters just put it plainly, somewhat nonchalantly, that our generation was in a different place to lead in this country, and we needed to seize the moment and just simply actually lay it out. And Stacy on the bus today, trained by one of the other Ron Walters, Esquire, a big part of college, and he taught me a lot.
Yeah, no question about it.
Dr. Walters,
God bless the memory of Dr. Ron Walters. Now, lastly, Ben,
that our generation
I said something
was in a different
yesterday.
place to lead in this country.
Roland said something. I might be a little bit
seize
tired.
the
Maybe
incredible
I'm
and just
for her
simply
what I'm
actually
saying.
lay it out. And
I don't know if you want me to say something
Stacy on
else
the
right
bus
now.
today, trained by
I'll
one of the
try
other
to do this
Ron Walters, Esquire, a big part of college. He taught me a lot.
Yeah, no question about it.
Dr. Walters,
God bless the memory of Dr. Ron Walters. Now, lastly, Ben,
that our generation
I said something
was in a
yesterday.
different place to lead
Okay,
in this
I just
country.
Roland said something. I might be a little bit tired. Y'all will get that in the car. I don't know if you want me to say something
Stacy on the
else.
bus trained by one of the other Ron Walters.
We'll just leave that out there. He was in Virginia.
Because
President Obama.
Dr. Walters.
God bless the memory of Dr. Ron Walters. Now, lastly, Ben.
Proud to be in
Oh, good. So he's on the robocalls. That's good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Roland says. All right, that's important. That's important. Y'all are getting in the car. My brother, we're pulling for you. I think you're going to unfortunately, we'll just leave that out there. God, it's not your fault. God bless Dr. Ron Walters. Now, lastly, somebody listen.
Proud to be in
Oh, good. So he's on the robocall. That's good. Okay, good. Good. Roland says. All right, yes, it is. Y'all are getting in the car. My brother, and we get pulling for you. I think unfortunately, we'll just leave that out there. God, it's not your fault. God bless Dr. Ron Walters. Now, lastly, somebody listen.
Proud to be in
Oh, good. So he's on the robocall. That's good. Okay, good. Roland says. All right, yes, it is. Y'all are getting in the car. My brother, and we get pulling for you. I think unfortunately, we'll just leave that out there. God, it's not your fault. God bless Dr. Ron Walters. Now, lastly, somebody listen.
Proud to be in
Oh, good. So he's on the robocall. That's good. Okay, good. Y'all are getting in the car. My brother, and we get pulling for you. I think unfortunately, we'll just leave that out there. God, it's not your fault. God bless Dr. Ron Walters. Now, lastly, somebody listen. Oh, good. So he's on the robocall. That's good. Okay, good. Y'all are getting in the car. My brother, and we get pulling for you. I think unfortunately, we'll just leave that out there. God, it's not your fault. Lastly, somebody listen. Oh, good. So he's on the robocall. That's good. Okay, let's make this happen. My brother, Democrat, I think this thing is coming up. All of that, unfortunately, we just leave that out there. It's not your fault. Now, somebody listen. Oh, good. He's on the robocall. That's good. Let's make this happen. My brother, Democrat, I think this poll call is all of that. Unfortunately, we just leave that out
That's what I voted for.
All right, man. Glad you did. Glad to hear from you. All right.
Wait, baby. Let's make the eardrums bleed, man. Let's make the eardrums bleed.
All right, man. Thank you. Enjoy it. Dan's in Indiana. Dan, God bless you. Good morning. Get woke and vote. Welcome to the poll call, Dan. What say you? Did you vote?
I voted. I am so happy. It's a beautiful day here in Hamilton County, Indiana. The polls were jam-packed. It was a beautiful sight. Mike Braun's going to win this one. We're going to be a full red-blooded state here. I can see it. It's going to be beautiful.
Okay, you obviously lost your mind.
No. I'm actually really sane.
You sound like you're very stable genius. You're very stable genius, aren't you?
I'm very stable. And yeah, we got this. Remember a couple years ago we were talking about the big blue wave, how you guys were going to wipe out the House and the Senate and all that. Now you're just barely hoping to pipe things that you'll get the House.
No, we're not barely hoping to do anything, Dan. You're stupid. 866-99-SERIOUS, 866-997-4748. Cliff, God bless you. Good morning. Get woke and vote. Let's ride this blue wave, Cliff. The poll call in effect. Have you voted?
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Straight Democrat.
All right.
Kane, Abigail, Sandberg. Absolutely.
All right. Hearing from a lot of folk in Virginia today. That's a great thing. Virginia's doing it.
It was a very long line in a Republican traditional suburban area.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yes.
And so what do you mean when you say it's a long line? Was it a long line of Democrats?
Well, the area that I live in is predominantly Republican, and I thought it was interesting. The line, I've never seen the line this long, but I was there. Your boy was there, and I pulled the lever down hard.
Good. When you said my boy was there, who do you mean?
Me.
Oh, I thought you meant somebody else.
I'm a fan.
My man, I appreciate you, my brothers.
All right, you're welcome, Mark.
Good to talk to you. Are we gonna do all right in Virginia today?
Absolutely. I think Abigail is going to do very well against this guy, the Tea Party guy, this guy Brett.
Okay.
I'm trying to retire this guy.
Okay. All right, man. Good to hear from you. Who's in the background?
I'm at the Starbucks window, and I have to get my coffee after my civic duties.
Okay. Okay.
No, I needed my caffeine fix.
All right, man. Enjoy your day.
All right, thanks, Mark.
All right, take care now. Poll call is in full effect. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know where you voted, how you voted. Let's see. Maria's in Missouri. Maria, what's happening with you today? Did you vote?
Yes, I did. I was in poll at 5 till 6, and there was a huge line. I had to wait for a couple of minutes. But I voted. I just did a picture in the middle to change the voting, but it really didn't. So they're out to dirty tricks in Missouri. Love it. Thank you.
It's dirty tricks everywhere.
Missouri, Kansas City, sending postcards out to tell you that your poll changed. The poll location changed.
Wow.
And it hadn't. And I live in a, middle class, lower middle class area where there's a diverse neighborhood, and I'm sure that that's why they sent them. So, anyway, just voted for Claire. Yay, love you.
You voted for Claire?
Have a good day. Yes, I did. I voted straight Democrat. And I've never seen my location that busy. Ever.
You never seen that busy? I know that's right.
Never, ever. And people were coming in droves. So, praise God. Hope everybody votes for the Democrats.
Amen.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Love you.
Love you
All
too.
right.
Bill's also in Indiana. He wants to counter Dumb Dan. Go ahead, Bill. Welcome to Poll Call. Where'd you vote? How'd you vote?
I vote in Marion County, Indiana, Indianapolis, and I got to counter Dan the idiot and say it's going to be a blue wave. We got Donnelly going to win, and we're going to have some upsets in the districts too for the House Representatives. So
poll call, y'all. That's what we want to hear.
Okay,
that's what we want to hear. Thank you.
Rock on, Mark.
That's right. Enjoy your day. 866-99-SERIOUS. Poll call is in effect. Natalie's in PA. Natalie, God bless you. Good morning. Get woke and vote. Get out to vote. Get ready for impeachment. Natalie, how are you? Did you vote today? Where'd you vote? How'd you vote?
Oh, yes, most definitely. Straight Dem ticket, Washington, Pennsylvania.
voted for Casey, Tom Bush, John Fetterman, and Connor Lamb, who's over here in Western PA. So it's a rainy, windy day. Hopefully that doesn't stop anybody. Definitely want to get out and vote.
That's right. Don't let the rain stop you. Rick Adams just texted me. He said, if the rain stops you, you already a slave. You a slave. Y'all think when Harriet Tubman got to the plantation, coming all the time to go? Ain't go nowhere, Miss Harriet, because it's raining. Think anybody said that?
We gotta
go. We gotta be free. Give us free. Amen.
All right.
All right then. Glad you voted. So don't stop. Look, just because you voted, don't go home and eat a bowl of ice cream. Help other people. Call other people. Make sure they go. Drive some of them. Pick them up. You see people walking down the street. Give them a ride. Don't. Even if you don't have Uber, do it for free.
Yeah. I have my voting. I put it out there on social media. And I'm thanking for the poll. So we're good.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Enjoy your day. Help out everybody. Cindy's in Michigan. Cindy, God bless you. Good morning. Welcome to Poll Call. Cindy, how'd you vote? Where'd you vote? Cindy, you voted straight Republican, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I voted straight blue all the way. Voted for Gretchen Whitmer for governor, and it was busy in my little rural township. 23rd voter. So it's kind of exciting. Love your show.
Love you. So is Gretchen gonna win?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. And,
we need her. We need her bad in Michigan.
You sure do. We need all these Democrats to win. It's a big and important day, folks. By all means, we need all of them to come through, and we need all of you to vote for them. We need that blue wave. Thank you, Cindy.
Yep, thank you.
Appreciate you. Enjoy your day. And don't just stop today. Call around. Make sure your friends are out to vote and everything, okay?
I will. Thanks.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care now. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, she is United States White House Senior Advisor Emeritus, Valerie Jarrett. How you like that title I just gave you?
I like that. Well, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's a pleasure to be on your show.
It's a pleasure to have you. Big day today, isn't it?
It's a very big day. It's a big day, and there are a lot of folks out there who haven't voted yet. And I wanted to come on your show to encourage them to vote. Mrs. Obama formed an organization earlier this summer called When We All Vote. And the point is to change our culture around voting. There's so many people who do not vote. In the last election, 43% of eligible voters did not vote. And our vote gives us a voice, and our voice gives us power. And so let's not disenfranchise ourselves. Let's get out there and vote.
No, you're absolutely right. And the president, I was in Florida with President Obama and Andrew Gillum on Friday, Ms. Jarrett, and he was even saying, President Obama was saying, he was on the ballot twice, but yet he still feels this election, these midterms, are the most important election of our generation.
That's exactly right. And that says a lot, because obviously he cared a lot about his passion for the country when he was running. But one of the reasons you see him out there now is he believes the stakes are so high. And we really are at an inflection point. We have to figure out, what kind of country are we? What are our core values? Do we believe that diversity is a strength? Are we supporting inclusion and trying to figure out how everybody gets a fair shot? Or are we just focusing on tax cuts for the wealthy and taking away health care and the ability to have clean air and clean water and all the other rollbacks that we've seen over the last couple of years? And not to mention what's at stake for women. A great deal is at stake for women. And so I just want people to really understand the issues, do your homework. Don't think your vote doesn't count. There's so many districts in our country that have been won or lost by just a handful of votes. It matters. And let's face it, a lot of people died and sacrificed greatly so that we could all have the right to vote. So let's honor them.
Indeed.
Let's do our part. And once you voted, make sure everybody in your family's voted, make sure your block is voted, forming these squads, and you can go on whenweallvote.org to figure out how you can volunteer today. If you have a car, help people get to the polls. I'm the board of Lyft. Lyft is offering discounted rides to help people get to the polls. We're trying to remove every barrier possible so that people can vote.
And last and Jared, I'm sure you agree, some of the violence and threats of violence we're seeing lately ought to also, you talk about blood that was shed historically, but most recently there's been blood shed and there's been threats of blood being shed. That ought to motivate people as well. We got to turn some of this hate around.
It should be a real wake-up call, and some of it is just, a page from that old political handbook of fear-mongering 101, but some of it is actually threatening and people's lives are at stake. And we should not be giving anything in our country. Our children are watching. We need a ton of stability, and you're right. I was in the world. The energy on the ground is just terrific. But you know what? That energy is great. It only matters if you translate it to vote. So please, everyone in your listening audience, turn out today.
All right, folks, she's the White House Senior Advisor at America's Valerie Jarrett, our very special guest, doing important work with Michelle Obama, who we all know. Ms. Jarrett, so good to hear from you. Thank you for, I commend you because sometimes folks leave Washington and they just retire. And you clearly have not done that. And we appreciate the work you're doing on behalf of our citizenry and still being an activist yourself. So thank you so much, okay?
So kind of you. Thank you, everybody. Please vote.
All right, take care. Valerie Jarrett, ladies and gentlemen. All right, take care. All right, folks, 866-99-SERIOUS, 86. We just hear from everybody today because it's poll call. This is election day. Did y'all vote? What you gonna do? Because this is like you can vote for you.
Exactly. You're asking me to vote. You know where I've been all morning.
Okay. Andrew, did you vote? Okay, so I'm up here telling people to vote and don't people vote for me.
Well, yeah, because I'm leaving here to go do it after the show.
All right, I just wanted to hear you say. Y'all heard that? She's leaving work this morning. Wait, right after the show?
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. You can't leave like this. You got other stuff to do.
I can leave whenever I want. I'll leave right now if you're going to challenge me on it.
866-99-SERIOUS. Poll call. Poll call, y'all. Poll call is in effect. Where'd you vote? How'd you vote? Are you voting today? Are you taking somebody with you? All right. We play loud music in memory of Jordan Davis always. His mom is on the ballot down in the 6th district in Georgia. Gina is in Ohio. Poll call's in effect, Gina. Gina, God bless you. Welcome to Poll Call. Did you vote today?
Oh, yes, I did. I did the southeastern portion of Franklin County outside of Columbus, in racially diverse, economically diverse neighborhood. We're proud of it. And I voted straight Democrat ticket, including the former classmate running for governor named Richard.
Yeah. Oh, he was your classmate?
Ohio.
Wow, that's all right.
What? He's a wonderful person, and he's going to do Ohio proud. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, no question. Well, everything. This is great. We hope everything's going to be just fine. With your help, and with your help, it will be.
Yeah, wonderful turnout. I went 7 hours.
Really? Is that right?
16, yeah. So I think
well, you know what part of that is. See, a lot of people in general just thought she was going to win automatically, and they didn't have to vote. Oh, I can sit this one out because she got it. There's no way that other fool was going to win. That's what people thought, and then people were sadly mistaken. Unfortunately. All right. Well, this is great. All right, Gina. Enjoy your day. Help some other people. Get in touch with some other people. Make sure they out voting too, okay?
Oh, I already took one with me. Yes. So I will continue to help them get there.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. All right, Virginia's in Pennsylvania. Virginia, God bless you. Good morning. Get woke and vote. Get out the vote. Get ready for impeachment. It's poll call, Virginia. Where'd you vote and how'd you vote? I heard it's a special day for you, isn't it?
Why, yes, it is. Today is my birthday. I drove in from Maryland to vote.
Wow.
I drove
Happy
in
birthday.
last night. Thank you. I voted. in Pennsylvania, straight Democrat. And now I'm going to go have a nice breakfast and head back to Maryland.
Outstanding. Well, it's your birthday and you're voting. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That's what a wonderful birthday present.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm a first-time caller. I know you don't have time for all of that this morning.
No, I got time for all that. I never understood how a voter who's so good could not have a day that would.
Oh my
He
goodness.
set aside for her recognition. Happy birthday to you. You a first-time caller? You like all of our first-time callers, the words of Barry White. Our first, our last, and everything to answer all our dreams, our sun, our moon, our shining star. Some kind of wonderful, Virginia. You and all of our first-time callers are. Happy birthday to you, okay?
Thank you so much, Mark, and I appreciate you not asking me how old I am, but I'll say it. I'm the big 6-0 today. Woo. There it is.
All right now. Happy 6-0.
All right.
You know, they say 60. They say 60 is the new 30.
Well, I'm going to find that out.
Oh, Lord. I don't want to know about that. That's too much. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bless you. Arizona's up early in the morning. Donna, God bless you. Good morning. Good morning, folks. Get out to vote. Poll call, Donna. You voted this morning?
I voted. We have early voting by the mail. I voted weeks ago. I checked that my ballot my signature's been verified and my ballot has been tabulated. All Democrats.
Good. So you didn't vote for Martha McSally, right?
Oh, God, no. I voted for Kirsten Simina.
You telling the truth. You telling the truth, right? You telling the truth, aren't you?
Oh, yes, God is my witness, sir. God is my witness.
I'll be messing with
It's going to be a good night. Yes.
All right. Wonderful. We hope so. Thank you, Donna. Folks are out voting. One of the reasons that folk are out voting, well, let me say this. Two of the reasons that folk are out voting, a whole busload of reasons that folk are out voting is because of Black Voters Matter. One more time they with us. I couldn't resist. They were tweeting at me this morning. I said, no, I'm going to put y'all on the radio. Cliff and Latasha here from Black Voters Matter. Good morning to you both. How you both doing this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wait, Cliff, you sound like you still asleep, man. You okay?
Hey, man, it was a long night, or I guess I should say a early morning.
Y'all been working so hard, though. You have a right to be exhausted. You all have been working harder than anybody. Latasha, I'm so proud of you. They put you all over television. And you deserve that. I mean, to see you and Tarana, you know, we have known each other most of our lives. That's right. And to see y'all doing the things that you're doing is really outstanding. So where are you guys today? Where are you right now?
We're in the great state of Georgia.
I know that's right.
Florida this week. We've got operations going on in 7 states. I've heard early this morning already from our folk in Tennessee. They throwing down in Nashville.
Good.
Preparing around Amendment 1, the Community Oversight, the Police Accountability Bill and Amendment. Our folks down in Florida who are really, really excited by the governor's race and Amendment 4, which is the restoration of voting rights of formerly incarcerated people. Our folks in North Carolina, and they're going to stop that voter ID bill. And hopefully there's some folks that are excited about some African-American candidates there, including for the Supreme Court. Then in our folks in Mississippi, I actually just got off the phone with our people from Mississippi, said folks are already lined up and going out, and their polls aren't even open yet. They're really excited with this special election. While they've got the general election, there's a special election for the U.S. Senate race, and there's an African-American, Mike Exley, that's leading that ticket.
Yeah.
And then we've got races in South Carolina. We fired up in Georgia.
Good. That's what it's all. That's what it's all about. So you all will be there tonight for the victory party.
That's right.
That's right.
I'd be there myself. Y'all know I could. There's not a single hotel in Atlanta.
Bro, now you know you don't need a hotel. You know we got you covered.
No, I need, because I need one. Because see, I got to do the show. I can't be in somebody's house at 6 o'clock in the morning running my mouth talking loud. So
you can do that at our house.
That's right. That's every day. That's just another morning.
I could have done it at y'all's house. But
That's right. Our houses are campaign headquarters.
I know that's
so
right.
We understand.
Ain't no sleep in your house anyway. I know that's right.
That's
Ain't no
right.
sleep in our house. There's no rest for the weary.
No rest for the weary. Well, you know what you really have made a big difference more than I think people know, but probably more than you will realize because you're in the midst of it. And when you're in the midst of it, you don't really know. But you all have made a big, big difference. When Stacey wins, when Andrew wins, it's going to be a lot. A lot of it will be the result of the great work of Black Voters Matter.
And and by extension, the result of a lot of great work by a lot of great partners. Statewide partners that we have in each state. But more importantly, our local partners. In each of these states, like Latasha said, we're on the phone constantly, emails, texting, whatever. It's these local partners that do the work 365 and that we're able to connect with and provide extra support to and some extra guidance. Even this morning, just giving some folks some tips. Hey, y'all, it's raining. We got to get some umbrellas. We got to get some ponchos. We got seniors might be on some lines. We might need to get some chairs. But it's these great partners that do all this work that we're just so proud and honored to be in fellowship with.
Yeah, where you all are doing it, and so proud of you both, folks. Give thanks for Black Voters Matter. Now, are you all doing anything? Are you doing anything during the course of the day in terms of getting people to the polls, or you're done? Which is fine. You can be done.
Absolutely, it's election day until the last poll closed. We trying to pull folks to the polls. We trying to win this thing. So
Amen.
no, we till the last poll closed. We will have people out there, and then that same line of what Cliff. We just want to offer and honor. There's so many amazing grassroots groups and grassroots organizers that folks may not know their names, they may not see their faces, but they are doing the work. They are doing the hard work. There are folks using their own cars, their own resources, their own homes. So this is how when we all work together, we win. And
Amen.
If people want to, so that's really what's going to happen today. Today is going to be a collective effort of our community standing in our power and resisting and saying Black voters do matter. That's
right. Cliff, Albright, Latasha Brown, folks, love you both, and you're all outstanding. You all have set yourselves apart, and Black Voters Matter has really made a difference. Love you both. Okay.
Love you right back, bro.
All right, we'll talk a little later. All right.
All right.
All right, now we'll talk to you. All right, that's Latasha and Cliff. Folks, we have not had a break. We will take a break, and when we come back, more poll call. Where'd you vote? How'd you vote? Poll call in effect. A Make It Plain tradition for 30 years now. This is MIP. We can win. 866-99 Sirius. When you live in the country in a small town, you know a few things the city types don't, like things like which back roads flood, the best fishing spots, the owner of the hardware store, and the county's best AAA quarterback. You also know the way things ought to be done. Dish was built to serve small town America, and because of that, they share your small town approach. Talk straight, deal fair, and most of all, listen. Dish knows that when you're out past the last cable line, you make even stronger connections. And so they strive to present real choices and provide real service, the kind that you don't just expect but deserve in small towns. You take care of each other, so let Dish take care of you with the latest technology, professional installation, better programming, and first-rate service from the retailer that lives in and supports your community. Dish listens. That's how they stay tuned in to you. Poll call, y'all. Poll calls. That's right. I'm trying to wake you up. Get woke and vote. Poll call is in effect. 866-99 Sirius. And just like on Friday Morning Fights, we play loud music during poll call. Let's get some more calls in. Where'd you vote? How'd you vote? Let's go. Derek's in Maryland. Derek, welcome to poll call, man. Where'd you vote? How'd you vote this morning?
Hey, good morning. Thank you. I voted straight Democratic ticket down in Southern Maryland. It was good to hear the next governor of Maryland speaking on your show this morning, and I'm excited. Hey, listen, it ain't over. We got a lot of work to do, and I know your listeners are vote. So I'm not even going to talk to them right now. What I want to say to you and all the listeners is, hey, reach one, take them to the poll.
Yeah.
Vote for the people. There's a hopeless people. And I'm telling you now, we got a lot of work to do in this country. So in order to be the United States again, truly united, we got a lot of work to do. Right now, we're just the states of America.
But now I like it. That's right, the states of America, but not the United States. I know that's right. I like that. Can I borrow that?
Hey, you can borrow everything I just said, man. Get it out there. I want people to know that we the people.
We the people.
We got a lot of work to do.
Oh, that's right. You right, my brother. Hey, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You right, though. I'm glad you think Ben's going to win?
Oh, I know Ben's going to win. I've been pounding the ground. I've been volunteering. Hey, I'm driving folks to the poll. Call me.
So people can...
We need Ben in office right now.
You said call you.
Hey, listen. Everybody knows on social media who know me, it's out there. Call me. I'm taking folks to the poll.
Okay. So people need a ride. Y'all get with Derek, and he'll get you to the poll. Bet. All right, man. Thank you, my brother. Thanks for everything. Thank you. Charles, a lot of calls from Virginia this morning. Charles, God bless you. Good morning. Get woke and vote, Charles. It's poll call, Charles. Where'd you vote and how'd you vote?
I voted in the state of Virginia at Cedar Point Elementary School in Bristol, Virginia, and there's some shenanigans going on. Lines are out of the door and they have one machine. So I called the voting office to complain about that. They told me to call my county supervisor, Corey Stewart. You think he's going to do something about it? No. He's behind that. One machine. Lines are out of the door. I live in a basically Republican district here in Bristol, Virginia. But here's the good news. I saw so many Democrats that are over there standing in that rain, standing in line. Hey, come on. Banji Williams, Tim Kaine, Jennifer Wexton. We going to do this thing. When Virginia votes, Virginia wins. When Virginia wins, these states win.
Amen.
We got to set example. We lead by example.
Amen.
Follow our suit, brothers, sisters, men. Follow our suit. God bless you.
All right. God bless you, too. Thank you, man. All right. Hearing from Charles in Virginia. Charles out voting. Abe's in New York. Abe, God bless you. Good morning. Welcome to vote, Abe. You vote today's poll call.
Yes.
Is it Abe or Abe? How do you pronounce it?
Dave.
Dave?
D-A-V-E, Dave.
Okay, he's got Abe up here. Dave, did you vote today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good deal. Straight Democrat. You part of the blue wave then, right?
Yes, I voted voted against.
All right. Glad to hear, man. Thank you, buddy.
And I'm surrounded by Republicans, so. And I didn't
What district are you in? Where do you live in New York?
Trumansburg, Finger Lakes region, wine country.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much for everything you do.
Thank you for everything you do too, man.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Have a good day.
Poll call is in effect. Mike's in Texas. Mike, oh Lord, Texas, Mike. Poll call. Did you vote today, Mike?
No, I voted like the first day of
early voting. Is Beto gonna win?
Heck no. It's fake election. I voted already. I voted for fake.
Why would you vote for Ted Cruz?
Because I don't believe nothing y'all say. I don't believe the left.
I leave it there.
Those are real racists.
The left are the real racists. Are you a person of color, Mike? Oh, he hung up. He sound like a person of color. He must be part of that Blexit. Yeah, whatever. Well, Kanye left Blexit. He said this Candace Owens on her own on the Blexit. We'll be back. More poll call when we return. Blue wave. Get woke. Literally. Get woke and vote. This is MIP. Behind the scenes, y'all, as we are here and we're doing poll calls. So we're just taking everybody's calls right now and find out where you voted and how you voted and whatnot. So this is it, y'all. You hear Andrew in the background answering the phone. So if you call in and get on board, we will get you on, and you can tell us where you voted and how you voted. Let me see here. We're going back up on Instagram. Huh? Okay, let's time it. What? Yeah, we can do it. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna do maybe next election season do it. If I'm still working. We'll make it like soul thing. Poll call. Poll call. Dun 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 dun. Poll call. Poll call. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, I brought me some sleep. You don't like my poll call song? Then it works, doesn't it, Andrew? See, it's morning show. We're gonna, at the end of the hour, we're gonna play our original interview with Andrew Gillum. I'll be on MSNBC at 9 a.m. Poll call, poll call. Dun 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 dun. You know what? I might be able to do that right now. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Poll call, poll call. Dun 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 dun. We, you know what? We're gonna get to Make It Plain Choir together, like we did for this song. Y'all remind me of that. When's the next election? In 2 years for president. In 2020. There's Brittany over there, y'all. Y'all want to put the camera on her? Brittany. Brittany. You know the mic is open. Yes, it is. I'm talking to listeners right now. On my stream. They can hear you over there cursing and carrying on. Poll call. Poll call. Dun 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 dun. I know, right? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Poll call. Poll call. Dun 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 dun. Poll call. Poll call. Dun 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 dun. Oh Lord, I'm losing my mind. All right, we come back from break. I want to try to do something here. We talked to some of the voters down in Florida when we were with Andrew Gillum. So I'm going to come back and let you hear that.
This is
Make It Plain.
Make It Plain. M.I.P.
With Masamela Matfumo.
Mark Thompson. Make It Plain. Get woke.
Good morning, ma'am. What's your name?
Jerry Aline Naji.
Jerry Aline. Where are you from?
Originally from Trinidad, but I do live in Southwest Miami.
And what brings you out here today?
Two things. I'm supporting Andrew Gillum for governor, and President Barack Obama is going to be here, and so long as he's going to be here, I'm there.
Why do you support Andrew Gillum for governor?
because I know that he has proper plans for this state, and healthcare is the top of my list. I have my own grandson who has no coverage. He's a college student, and Andrew Gillum has the plans that we need to rectify Florida. We've suffered too long. We've suffered too long.
You think he's going to win?
I know he's going to win.
All right. You feeling good about it?
I'm feeling good. Good to go.
All right. Thank you for listening to me too, Jerry.
Thank you so much.
All right.
God bless.
Met a couple of other friends and supporters and viewers out here. Folks, what's your name?
Melanie Dawn.
Melody. How are you?
Doing good, thank you.
And where you from?
Miami.
From Miami. Okay. And what's your name?
Tina.
Tina. Where
Also
you from?
Miami.
Also Miami.
Yep.
Okay. What brings you all out here today?
Andrew Gillum.
Andrew Gillum.
And President Obama. Still my president until
Senator
further
Nelson.
notice.
Don't forget Senator Nelson.
Senator Nelson.
Who needs us?
Yeah. So you think the Democrats are gonna win?
Oh, I hope so. Oh, dear God, I hope so.
How about you, Tina? You feeling confident?
I'm feeling very confident for Andrew Gillum, yes. Absolutely. The rest of the states, I'm not so sure.
What do you think about DeSantis?
Oh, no. No. I think he would be horrible for Florida. He's follows right in the footsteps of Rick Scott. And environmentally and equality and every other way, we need Andrew Gillum here.
Tina, do you think a lot of Floridians are offended by some of the things DeSantis has been doing and kind of the way he's been running the campaign?
Very much so. I mean,
Very
when
much
he
so.
started
I
off
mean,
with
when
that
he started off with that monkeying around business or whatever it was,
from the get-go,
he's
been ugly, continues to be ugly, continues to be ugly. We need better than that. We need better than that. We deserve better than that.
And Andrew Gillum's been running the high road, the entire campaign. This is what we need. This is what we need.
Thank you both. Nice to meet you. Thank you both. Nice to meet you. All right. What's your name, man? What's your name, man? What brings you out here today? All right. What brings you out here today?
See, we're fighting for our lives. We're fighting for our lives, and we want to see the great former President Barack. Former President Barack. He's the best and the greatest. The best and the greatest.
Does he come in here? Help Andrew a lot? You think it's going to help Andrew win?
Yes, I think so. I think so.
And what about you, man? What's your name? And what about you, man? What's your name?
Yvonne.
What brings you out here? And what brings you out here?
I've been following Barack for a long time, and Andrew reminds me so much of dignity, their dignity, their where they present themselves and represent myself. I'm fighting for my grandkids and great grandkids. That's what brings me out here.
What do you think about it? What do you think about DeSantis? What do you think about DeSantis?
I won't go there.
You're gonna be nice. You're gonna be nice.
I'm gonna be nice. I won't go there.
You feel the same way? You feel the same way?
I feel the same way. Yes, I feel the same way. I don't want to go there because I want to be nice.
You think most Floridians feel the same way? You all do about you all do about and not gonna vote?
We're hoping so. We're hoping so. What I see and hear from other people, we will. We can and we will.
Good to see you both, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right. Tell everybody your name, please.
Betsy Trins from Miami, Florida.
And why are you out here today?
I'm out here for 3 reasons: to support Gillum, support Nelson, and to hear my president, Obama, speak.
How do things look for Gillum? You think he's got it in the bag?
I do. I think DeSantis is a terrible candidate. I think the GOP knew that, and I think Gillum has got it wrapped in the bag.
So can I ask you something? You know, you do most other. You're white. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Do most white voters in Florida feel the way you do, or is there a base that thinks like DeSantis and supports some of the racist stuff he's doing?
100% in South Florida. It's all Gillum. I mean, Miami north to Fort Lauderdale has always been a Dem stronghold. When you get to the center of the state, so you get to Orlando, you get a little bit north of Orlando, the villages, places like that. You go to maybe into Tampa. That's where your Trump base is. And then I think now you go north of that. I think you get north of that, and you get a little bit more Dem. So I think the base itself, the Trump base itself, is just in the middle of the state. Everything else, I think, is going to be blue.
I hear you. So tell everybody how you spend your day every day. What do you listen to all day?
I get to work at 7 o'clock. I turn on Progress Radio when I get to work, and I don't turn it off till I leave the office at 3:30.
What else is there to do, right?
Nothing. That's it.
Nothing else.
No.
Good to see you.
You
Thank
too. It was a
All
pleasure.
right.
Thank
All
you.
right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
What's your name, my brother?
Cesar Flores.
Tell us a little bit about you, Cesar. How old are you, man?
18.
And will this be the first time you vote?
Yeah, I voted in the primary, but this will be like my first general election.
So I was hearing about your family. Your family's kind of groomed you to be a voter?
Yeah, basically from the moment I was at least 7, 8 years old, I remember having conversations with my parents, my mother, and my father about seeing like Mr. Barack Obama, how he enacted DACA, how he did so many things for our people. Me being of Honduran descent, I was born in this country, but my bloodline is from Honduras, and I'm very proud to say so. I believe that my parents really gave me this ability that I needed to become a voter and to become civically engaged, and not only vote blindly, but vote with an education to vote, knowing who I'm voting for, what amendments I'm voting for, what referendums I'm voting for, things like that.
So you're voting for Andrew Gillum. Why are you supporting him? How does he resonate with you?
Well, beginning with immigration, he has a policy that in the state of Florida, it'll be a very immigrant-friendly place. This whole sanctuary city ideology is very stupid, in my opinion, coming from the White House. And I believe that in our country, and especially in the state of Florida, with so many Hispanics that we have, starting from South Florida, Miami-Dade County, Broward County, and West Palm Beach, we have Cubans, Central Americans, South Americans. We have everything from Latin America. So we shouldn't just take away generations of culture, of people that have been here to work hard, which is a very small portion of criminals, by the way, that come from these countries and from the country that my family comes from. So I believe that that's one of his best policies. On top of that, with healthcare, he's trying to make healthcare more universal, which to me is also very important, being that here in Miami, a lot of people live below the poverty line. A recent study that I forgot where I saw it says that 55% of the families in Miami live below the poverty line or almost under the poverty line. So if you can't even afford to put a meal on the table every night or not eat 3 times a day, I don't think you're going to afford to be able to repair a broken leg or a broken wrist or whatever the case may be.
Congratulations, man. What do you want to be? What do you want to be? What are your plans in life? What do you want to be?
Well, right now, I'm studying at Miami-Dade College. I'm a political science major. And my plan is to go to law school and to try and find a way to get involved in my own community and give back to a community that's given me so much.
You think about running for office yourself?
Of course.
So are we look at her back. Some of the people who we heard from at the Andrew Gillum rally down in Florida on last Friday. This is it, folks. Joining us now is Michael Tomasky of the Daily Beast. Michael, good morning to you, man. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Just fine, man. This is it. This is the day.
Yeah, so it is.
You feel it? Your latest column says that, it's time for the voters to render a verdict on Trump. You think that's going to happen?
Well, yes. I'm kind of optimistic, but as soon as I hear those words come out of my mouth, I think about 2016, and everybody on our side of the fence feels that way. We're all very spooked by 2016. 80% of the signs and omens and information that we have so far is positive for our side.
Right.
But
we had that in 2016.
Yeah, but you just don't know until you know. But
Yeah.
I just saw some graphic. I had the TV on, and I just saw some graphic on TV. They asked men and women how they're voting, and men were evenly split, basically 49-48 Republican.
Jesus.
And women were 63-35 Democratic. Now, women usually vote in slightly larger numbers than men as well. So if those numbers are true, it's hard to see how it can be a bad night, but, 2016.
Yeah, 2016. You're absolutely right. So, but you would think, people would have learned. 2016 would be a learning experience. We wouldn't let that happen again.
Well, you would think so, and there's no question that there's tons of organizing going on out there, and it's organizing that's not getting as much media attention as it might. It's happening kind of quietly. It's middle-aged women in Pennsylvania and Michigan and Wisconsin and Georgia and Florida and all kinds of places. And the media doesn't really like to write very much about middle-aged women. So they're just not getting a lot of attention. But
Right.
but they're out there doing it, and
Right.
But then the only question is, are the Trump people cognizant of that, and are they collectively feeling, well, we better get out there and match these people vote for vote? So we don't know.
Yeah. But honestly, a lot of the media coverage has been overly skeptical about our side. It's somewhat demoralizing. But I'm reading between the lines. Trump's nervous too. That's why he's acting so desperately.
Yeah, I mean, he and Huckabee Sanders and a few others of them have said these things that people say when they feel like they're probably going to lose, at least the House, and so they're preparing for that. But then he says that he issues that tweet that yesterday about don't go vote, and then Sessions said what he said. I mean, it's just such an outrage that the President of the United States and the Attorney General of the United States say things like this. And the Washington Post says, they're setting it up to challenge the results if they don't like the results.
Yeah.
Which, you can't put anything past that guy. You can't put anything past that guy. So if, for example, and everybody thinks this is kind of a long shot, but if, for example, the Democrats do take the Senate, they pull a couple upsets and take the Senate, but 5 races are really close, Indiana and Missouri and Arizona and a couple others, Montana and Texas, let's say, they'll challenge those things. And if Stacey Abrams wins narrowly, what's that Kemp guy going to do? Is he going to certify the results? I mean, so they'll, you can't put anything past them.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's going to be a crazy day. Well, we talked about your state ad nauseum. I think Joe Manchin obviously is going to be okay.
Yeah, he looks to be anywhere from 6 to 10 points ahead, something like that. Maybe a little bit more even. I mean, he got this ad. I don't know if you saw this ad, but he got this ad where he was endorsed by Bobby Huggins, the basketball coach, and Jerry West.
That's big.
Yeah, one other person too. One other big person, I forget, but a sports figure from who's important in West Virginia history. But I mean, Jerry West. I mean, you might as well have God endorse you.
Indeed. Folks, it's a big day. Michael, where are you watching the returns now? You at home? Or you on a panel somewhere? Or
no, I'm going to be home. I've got a couple of radio things, but I'm just going to be sitting right in the chair where I'm sitting, just looking at my big computer and my TV and taking notes and furiously writing things down and paying attention to a few congressional districts that I think might be signs of something. I think if Virginia closes pretty early, and I think if Spanberger beats Bratt in Virginia 7, that's an encouraging sign.
Yeah.
And then I think if Coburn beats Riggleman in Virginia 5, that's a really encouraging sign.
Yeah.
That's a tough race. Spanberger, I think, has a decent shot, even though it's a pretty Republican district. But I think she's a Democrat. She has a decent shot in that district that's outside Richmond. Coburn is in a district that is Charlottesville, but a lot of country around Charlottesville, and it's more Republican. If she should somehow win, then I think that'll be a really good sign. But even a split on Virginia 7 and 5 would be pretty good news for the Democrats.
Right. Also, the Kentucky, I think it's the 5th, McGrath.
Yes.
See, I think Kentucky closes the earliest.
Yeah, they close that. The eastern half of Kentucky, which that district is in, closes earliest.
Yeah, so that'll be a good sign too.
Yeah, exactly.
Read Michael Tomasky's latest, folks, at the Daily Beast. Michael, next time we talk, hopefully the world and the universe will be different, man.
I sure hope so, my friend.
Okay, man.
I sure hope so. We need it.
Thank you, man. Good luck today, okay?
Yeah, you too, my friend.
Take care now. Michael Tomasky with us, folks. Hey, one of the most important things we do for our health every day is brushing our teeth, yet most of us don't do it properly. Quip is a better electronic toothbrush designed by dentists and designers, and it was designed, three designs, to make brushing your teeth more simple, affordable, and even enjoyable. Quip's sensitive sonic vibrations are gentle on your gums and stop people from brushing too hard. Quip's built-in 2-minute timer pulses every 30 seconds, so you will know when to switch sides to help guide the 90% of us who don't brush the full 2 minutes or brush unevenly. And as if they needed to make it any easier, new brush heads are sent to you every 3 months for just $5. You will never use worn-out or old brushes again. Quip is one of the first electric toothbrushes accepted by the American Dental Association and has thousands of verified 5-star reviews. Find out today why everyone loves their Quip and why they are backed by over 220,000 dental professionals. Quip starts at just $25, and if you go get quip.com/MIP right now, you get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack for free at GETQUIP.com. This is MIP. We're late.